Welcome to the Panel Zone.
Alright, 13, we ask you.
Where are we? You're in the Panel Zone.
Are you sure you are not a superhero or extremely gifted person?
Welcome to the Panel Zone. Welcome.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to a super special episode of The Panel Zone.
A chocolate flavored
I
episode.
love that, keeping it spicy.
Very.
I am your host, Zach. It's Clobbering Time Cobb, and I have with me my friend.
What's up, everybody? This is Mo Chocolate, and as of right now, it is maximum effort.
I love that energy. So, yes, my awesome friend Mo Chocolate here is stepping
Pow.
in as the co-host.
We
for
just
the show.
fist bump. You can't see it, but reassure that we
Trust
do a
us,
fist
like
bump.
the maximum awesome effect of that fist bump is
Rewind the podcast and listen carefully. You will hear it. Pretty much.
I love that. I love it. Yeah, but my awesome friend Mo Chocolate as
How do we meet? You want to tell them how
like
we met?
you literally just like we met you Ubered me down to the Pack Rat, and we just like started talking about comics, and you shared that you've been watching a lot of anime and reading manga that I have not read yet, but we definitely have a lot of stuff and interest in common. So I thought, like, hey, you know,
She, can I do one or two?
absolutely.
I love
man.
talking about all things nerdy. Sign me up.
Absolutely, like the nerdier, the better. I say.
Hell yeah, black nurse for life.
Hell
Yeah.
yes.
Now that, boys and girls, was the high five.
That was
Let's see if you can
Christmas high five.
type one in chat if you enjoy getting fisted or high fived.
This is crazy.
Don't at me.
No,
this is
that's
R-rated
getting,
for a
that is
reason.
getting clipped out of context, and that's gonna be hilarious. Today's topic, we will be discussing both Superman and the Fantastic Four. But before we get into that topic, we would love to give out some reading recommendations. So, as always, I would love to recommend the Absolute Martian Manhunter book.
Nice.
Continues to be one of the best of the Absolute run so far.
Really? More than Batman?
I believe so.
Wow.
I love
Bold words. Okay.
I love the artwork. I love the abstract way it tells its narrative,
Nice.
and it blends everything together. Like, it keeps you guessing with everything. So I love this book, and I can't recommend it enough. How about you, good sir? What do you recommend?
Oh, well, as of right now, I haven't necessarily been reading any comics. I know, fake fan, I know, but I would recommend, because I've been trying to find the comic books of Deadpool kills the
Are you the
goes
Marvel,
like-
Marvel Universe?
But there's a sequel to that, and there's one where he goes back in time and fights like popular authors or something.
Oh,
like Moby Dick or something.
Illustrated.
Illustrated.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I want to read that. But going along with your Absolute thing, like, I'm not really a Batman fan. I'm really not. But Absolute Batman, where do I begin? We can swear, right?
Oh yeah.
Like, where the fuck do I begin? It's just if he's freaking Broly. If Broly was Batman, pretty much, and I love how brutal he is, and just his Batmobile is bigger than a house. Like, what? And the most recent issue where they show Bane, which is literally bigger than a house, it's goddamn, like, I love it. I love this version of Batman.
Me too.
I love it. I've never looked forward to a Batman comic up until now with Absolute Batman. So hats off to them. You turn a non-Batman fan into a Batman fan.
That's big words right there.
Seriously,
I
yeah.
agree, I can attest to that. Absolute Batman has been really, really great. You know, I've never read a bad Scott Snyder Batman run personally. Those may protest to that. But in my experience, Scott Snyder's done a really great job with Batman. So I definitely enjoy where this current run is going. So I can look forward to what else the Absolute line has to offer. I think we should get into Superman first.
But before we do that, should we give a shout out to this location we're in?
Yes, we were recording at Pack Rat Comics in Hilliard, Ohio.
Thank you.
They've been a wonderful, wonderful place to
love
record
this
at.
area. This room is huge.
Absolutely.
Like, you enter the building and you think it's this one room, but there's like multiple rooms.
There's so much
I love
stuff,
it.
great stuff here. Any like RPG stuff, comic books, any nerdy thing.
Legos. They have
Yeah.
Legos up in her. Yes.
We love that. We love that. Funko Pops.
Shout out to them for if you want all your comic book needs, Lego needs, toy needs, head over to your local Rat Pat Comic, sponsored by.
Panel Zone.
Yes, hype in the chat. Go on.
I love, yes, thank you again, Pack Rat Comics, for being a great spot for us to record our show. We would not have made it possible without the support of Pack Rat Comics, so thank you again to them.
They bring great power and great responsibility when it comes to being an awesome comic book store.
Man, you're just a great quote book today.
That's the life of a black nerd, yay.
Yay.
Constant quotes.
I love my quotes.
I mean, there's like all these like nerd things around. I want to quote the Hulk and Spider-Man and who's that down there? Black Widow and stuff. But like and Venom behind you, the black suit Spider-Man.
Honestly, I don't know any like there's like main Black Widow quotes that like anybody like knows.
What does Scarlett Johansson say?
You like boys.
Yeah. Or like what did she say to Hulk to calm him down? Like it's calm down time, boy, or something. I don't know.
It's calm down time.
Like that's the one part
easy.
of the movie.
Oh, it's like easy there. I think it's like easy there.
Easy there, big fella.
Yeah,
something
easy there,
like
big
that,
fella.
yeah.
Something around that.
But we digress.
Right.
Rest in peace, Black Widow. Spoiler alert.
So yeah. Oh man, we're just like nailing it today.
Love it.
So, getting into our main topic of today of Superman. This is a movie I've been highly anticipating. Love James Gunn's work. With
I
the
love
Guardians
James
film.
Gunn. I love
Absolutely.
James Gunn.
Love James Gunn.
He's literally never made a bad movie.
I say outside of like the main studios, I should say, like comic book wise, I don't think he's made a bad main comic.
I'm trying to think
film.
like every film he's even written or not even directed, like Dawn of the Dead and Slither and the Belko Project.
I was not a fan of Hero.
The red outfit.
Yeah,
I have not seen that.
I was not personally a big fan of that one. I thought that one was too weird, even for like James Gunn standards. I thought it was a little too weird and disjointed plot wise. But no, generally James Gunn has a really solid filmography, and I didn't have any shred of doubt that he would do that he wouldn't do bad with it. But oh my gosh, like, man, that was generally one of the best film experiences I had in a long time. I generally haven't felt this much joy and happiness at a movie since Spider-Man, the last Spider-Man film, and that's all because of how much optimism.
No Way Home.
No, I have. Yes.
Gotcha.
Yeah, like it generally just this movie had so much optimism and love and joy and respect for Superman as a character and as a symbol of what he stands for, and just so much great work, so much great love from the acting and the writing. Just makes it overall fantastic experience.
All right.
I want to shout out the actor that played Lex Luthor.
Oh, never mind.
No, I was we will definitely get into the main man himself, David Cornsweet as Superman. He was great as well, but I want to shout out Nicholas Hoult as Lex Luthor, because man, I have not seen a villain this hateful and bitter and man-childish
And petty,
but like felt so investing character at the same time. Like that's a really hard balance to do with a complex character like Lex Luthor. But I thought it was fantastic, and I do find it ironic that they casted him to be Lex Luthor because he actually auditioned to be Superman. Yeah. And I think that I think there is definitely a little bit, you can feel some like bitterness. Towards that. But David Cornsweet, of course, just owns that role of Superman. He just is him.
That's
he
Superman.
embodies him so well.
That is Superman, yes.
He is Superman. Like, just so many things that he does in this movie, saving a squirrel, like trying to protect
I
the
like
mom.
that. People complained about that.
I know.
I'm like, that's Superman. Are you what?
What nerds complain about things? That's hearsay.
I think the issue is that a lot of people are still used to the Man of Steel version of Superman.
And it's not Henry Cavill's fault. I think
Yeah.
with the right material, he could have been a great Superman.
Yeah.
But they just obsessed with him, trying to make him Batman, essentially. Like,
Yeah, they try to make him darker, and that's not Superman.
that's not Superman. Like, he is yes, he is. Superman has had dark moments throughout his history.
Yes, yeah.
Like, there's no denying that.
Yeah.
But overall, he is a optimistic character. And to remove that optimism removes the character of Superman. Like, he's a believer of hope. He
is hope.
literally is hope. He's
Before
tomorrow.
All Might, he was the real symbolism of hope,
Right?
pretty much.
But yeah, I loved his Superman. I love very much, like, he's just a dorky guy, but he means well. And the other supporting characters are great too. I love Lois and the relationship they have.
Good pick.
Even though they weren't as seen much, I loved the scene on the farm with Ma and Pa Kent. The Justice Gang was great. Love.
And they filmed it here in Ohio.
Oh, even
in
better.
Cleveland.
Yeah, you hear about the statue.
Man,
they put
I
up?
wish I was in the background, a background actor for that movie.
I know.
I would have
was too.
loved that.
That would have been so much fun.
I
To
believe
be a part
they
of
filmed
that.
the first Avengers film in Cleveland also.
Oh, really?
I guess Cleveland, it looks like New York City, but
It's New York adjacent.
But it's cheaper to film in, so that a lot of film goes to Cleveland.
I mean, that's fair enough. Like how a lot of films are shot in Atlanta, have a film set there in Chicago and stuff like that. I believe the first Ninja Turtles film had some stuff in Jersey. Mm-hmm. And like some little shots in New York as well. Just like New York is like $1 million a day to like shoot at.
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy. Even they go like, what of New York needs to cost that much to shoot
New York.
in?
Imagine trying to get a one bedroom apartment. But like, what did you not like about the movie?
I do think overall, like, while I love it, it's not my personal favorite James Gunn movie. Mm-hmm. It's a great Superman movie for sure. I just don't. I felt like it was more so of a sequel. It felt like a sequel movie more than starting out like a typical like starting point of this new universe, and that is intentional. And I'm not. And I understand that point, but for me personally, it took a while of getting used to having it just jump into this already set universe with everything, and just putting on all these characters. While they're great, it can feel overwhelming a lot of times, and I do wish we got more of the characters, especially Hawk Girl, because I didn't feel like
She was barely in it.
exactly, but she did.
That's Hawk Girl, the entire movie.
She did get, but her killing the leader of that town was great. That was my favorite scene of the movie. She did have the best. Oh, of course, Mr. Terrific.
Terrific, yeah.
Like that, he stole the show for me.
I agree, 100%.
So much effortlessly cool.
And shout out to the actor playing him, because they did him so dirty in X-Men First Class.
Oh, absolutely.
So it's good to see him like get
a
his
redemption.
comeuppance, basically.
Absolutely.
He's a fantastic actor. He really is.
I honestly can't think of any other like criticisms of it. I generally just thought it was.
Now, here's a $1 million question: did you like this more than Man of Steel?
Oh, easily. Like I don't hate. I'm not one of the people that hates Man of Steel nor
I love that
loves
movie.
it. Oh, yeah, like I liked it.
Now,
I
Batman v Superman, I will talk your ears off about how much I hate that movie. But that's for a different episode.
That's a different episode
Go
right
on,
there.
yeah.
But no, I
Fuck that movie. Anyway, go on. I'm getting mad now just thinking about it. Let's go on. Go on.
No, but yeah, Man of Steel definitely was a interesting starting point for the character. Just like I said, trying to make him dark and realistic, which I hate that term of like making realistic. Like you're in a world
Grounded,
where
I
like
guess,
men
yeah.
can fly and guys dress up as bats and fights paranormal all
was,
like
like,
on a daily
grounded, yeah.
basis. And like now you're trying to make it realistic. Like I think that's kind of going against the point of a comic book movie. Yeah, like it's supposed to be otherworldly and like unreal in a world that's normal. But like that's like I can go on a whole spiel about that.
Okay.
I think that's. But I love how much it embraces its goofiness
Yeah.
and like embraces that. Hey, you know, it's a comic book movie. Let's have fun.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, and yeah, I love it for that. I think it's great, and I'm very excited to see what else the new DCU has in store because I know.
If this film bombed, then that's the end of the DCU.
You know, like,
thankfully it made money.
A lot of it was like the DCU was riding on this film, and like how much the success of Superman would determine where they would go because of how much of a mess the original DCU was.
A massive mess.
So
How are you going to hire Henry Cavill to play Superman to fight Black Bolt,
Dwayne the Rock
and then
Johnson.
the next month fire him? Holy shit!
Man,
that
I
is-
feel so bad for him.
that is the worst.
Like I could tell how much like Henry Cavill loved playing this character.
Yeah, we
and
all
just
did.
like getting rid of him just like that.
I'm not gonna lie. I feel like the majority of people went to go watch Black Adam,
Yes,
just for Henry
my favorite
Cavill.
Dwayne Johnson movie, Black Panther.
I mean, he is half black, so. But
I mean,
anyway,
true.
but it's like I would argue and say that not all, maybe the majority, maybe even a small group of fans, but a good chunk of the people going to go see Black Adam went to watch it for Henry Cavill.
Right.
That's honest to God, that's what I went there for. Yeah, I'll see The Rock, but I want to see what they do with Superman. And for my showing, when Superman popped up, everyone started cheering.
Yes.
Like, yeah! The entire movie, everyone is silent. No one cheered. No one laughed. But when Henry Cavill came out, we were like, yeah!
Yes, that literally
The end of the movie is my favorite movie. Like, that's how bad that movie is.
I mean, did anyone really have any high hopes for Black Adam?
The trailers made it look promising, but when I watched it, it's literally the most generic superhero film ever made.
You know,
if it came out in 2014, I would have liked it more. But we've seen this a billion times.
Exactly.
So it was nothing new.
Right.
Nothing
it's just,
new.
It's just a go-to Dwayne Johnson action movie where he just
where
happens
his
to be
ego gets in the
an
way.
anti-hero.
And it's his ego gets in the way.
And that he can't lose a fight.
And like he can't share the screen. He needs to be the star, not Zachary Levi.
Right.
Me. Anyway,
Yeah.
but
oh, well, better Dwayne Johnson than Zachary Levi. That's a
Pretty
whole
much.
other discussion.
yeah. But here's my thoughts on the movie. So I liked it. I went in expecting to like it, hoping to like it, because I want the film to succeed. I want the DCU to continue. I genuinely wanted the film to do good. And at the beginning, I was on board. I'm loving this. But the more the movie was continuing, like what I was looking forward to in the Superman movie did not happen. Where everyone else was showcased in the movie but Superman. Most of the time, he was getting his ass whooped. And I know he's fighting himself, basically, spoiler alert. Yeah, we're going into spoilers now.
Right. I would say, if you were listening to this podcast, like, you would probably assume that you would have seen this movie or, like, seen the stuff on spoilers on
Mention
social media.
in the description, we will
Right.
discuss spoilers. But anyway, so, like, it's like my favorite scene in the movie has nothing to do with Superman. It's when Mr. Terrific does that shield.
That fight scene on the beach.
That scene I loved it.
It's
I
very
loved it.
Guardians coded.
I loved it, and yeah, but like every other scene with Superman, he's either getting his ass whooped or there's only one scene where he shines. Where
Right,
he's like
literally towards the end.
Yeah, and it's like I wanted more of that, but it was most of the time it was him getting his ass whooped, and Crypto having to save him. And I like Crypto, but I felt as though they overused him.
I agree.
Like, I liked him in the beginning. I liked him, like, by
I liked
the
him in
time
small
he was like,
doses.
stay. I like the cameo with Supergirl, but they relied on him way. I'm not a dog guy. I know James Gunn loves dogs, and that's fine. And to be honest, I kid you not, there were a few people as an Uber driver, I picked up a couple people going to the movies, and 2 of them I recall saying they want to go just for Crypto because they love dogs that much, and that's fine. But it's like I felt for my experience, in my opinion, they overused him. So I kind of got
fair.
annoyed by him a few times.
Yeah.
And I felt as though because they're establishing a new universe, they want to introduce all these characters and give them spin-off shows. And I feel like that's why Superman wasn't necessarily the main spotlight.
Right. Even though it is his movie.
Yeah. And when it comes to Man of Steel, I'm sorry, but if I'm being 100% honest, I enjoy Man of Steel more.
Really?
Because when I first watched it, I was blown away by the action. The scene where, in fact, a few nights ago, I was watching that scene where Superman versus those 3 people from space, they were fighting like in the streets. He throws a train at him, like, God, that whole fight scene was epic. And even the scene where Superman learns to fly. He's jumping at first, but then he starts flying. He's flying around the whole world. Nothing in Superman 2025 tops that scene for me, personally.
I would argue that it's going for a different thing compared to what Snyder was going for with that. It was at that time we hadn't had a Superman movie since Returns.
Which was meh.
Yeah, I think it's underrated.
I think it's okay. I mean, I like it, but I do wish there was more action.
I agree.
do. I'm one of those movie theaters where just show me things blowing up. I'll be like, ooga booga, boom boom, yes.
I'm surprised you didn't like Batman v Superman then, because like
Fuck that movie. That is the worst superhero movie ever made. Can I just say one thing? Get off my chest. Like, here's why I hate this movie so much.
Go ahead.
Black Nerd Rage. Shout out to Andre Meadows.
the GOAT.
Yes, but that's his thing. But anyway, basically, what they made Superman stupid in that movie. They made Batman wants to stop Superman because you kill people, but then you also kill people. Anyway, but the biggest thing that really pisses me off about this movie is that Superman, that's not Lex Luthor.
That's just literally the bird from
Why
Rio.
he's acting like the Joker, I don't know, is dumb, but anyway, like, he told Superman, hey, go fight Batman. And
You're like, okay.
God, how did he discover Superman's true identity? How did he discover where his mom lives? It's never revealed.
Because he's Lex Luthor.
He
doesn't need to explain
I'm getting
it.
legit mad. But anyway, so like, he ignore that. He tells Superman, go fight Batman. And I'll show you where your mom is. Or, Superman, you could just go to the top of the world, use your supervision to locate your mom. Done. You're faster than anyway.
But we wouldn't have the big fight though, the big expensive fight.
It's like these executives are like, just have them fight. But when you look at the source material of Batman, the Dark Knight, the comic book, the reason why they're fighting makes sense in the comics. This movie, there's no reason for them to fight at all. At any point, Superman can be like, my mom needs help, but he's just fighting for no reason.
Literally.
But what really pisses me off, and sorry if I get too loud, but basically, calm down, Mo.
No,
basically, Batman shoots Superman with kryptonite. Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
Now Superman knows that Batman has kryptonite, okay?
Yeah.
So now Superman is like weakened and Batman's whooping his ass and stuff, and then Superman gets his powers back. But again, Superman knows Batman has kryptonite. He grabs Batman, throws him through a wall, and then Batman loads his gun with kryptonite. Superman can see Batman load his gun with kryptonite, and what does he do? Flies directly in front of him so he gets shot again. What?
I'm just saying, like, Superman could easily, like, just chuck Batman into space and movie would have been done.
Even if, let's say, okay, he flies directly towards Batman, he should still be able to dodge it because, say it with me, Superman is faster than a speeding bullet. Everybody knows that. Fuck that movie. Fuck that movie. Whoever wrote that movie should be fired and never work again.
It's the same man that brought you Man of Steel.
But that was more like, I feel like that was a studio thing. Like they needed to have him get hit again, so they were like,
Zack Snyder was doubling down on
They
that.
knew why.
Your boy Zack Snyder was like, yes, this is my big epic. I will argue though that the Ultimate Edition does fix a lot of stuff.
But that scene hasn't been fixed.
No, it's still the same thing, but it's just a better revised version of the theatrical film. As someone who has watched both, I can concur.
I'm sure it's better, yeah.
Yeah, but
I've seen
I would say there are way worse comic book movies. But in a sense of like character assassination, I would definitely agree that this movie has done a lot of damage to Superman's reputation.
I'd rather watch Superman 4. At least I can have entertainment with that.
I'd rather Superman
Quest
3.
for Peace.
At least I have the scene with Clark fighting evil Superman in the junkyard.
Yeah.
You know, at least I have Richard Pryor. Batman v Superman has nothing but sadness. Like, and I guess the Batman fight scene in the warehouse was pretty cool, I guess.
That was good too, yeah.
I would say Batman, for the most part, was like the better part of a Superman movie. Like, the sequel to Man of Steel and your side character is a better character than the main character of the movie that it's advertising.
Yeah.
How do you fumble that bad?
That's my thing, is like, it's studio interference. They want to compete with Marvel. They're like, hey, because originally he was going to do like a Brainiac sequel for Man of Steel. They're like, no, we're doing a universe.
We got to introduce all these things into it, and like
then Justice League. They rushed it. And that's why it was so terrible.
That's what I was
studio interference.
That's what I was afraid of when they were introducing the Justice Gang in Superman 2025, because I thought they were going to do the same. But no, they actually were important with the plot, and they contributed to the story rather than just like, they will introduce these characters as well with everything else going on. No, that's what I also a critique with that, as I had mentioned about everything just kind of felt like there's so much going on at the same time, but it flowed nicely. It didn't feel overwhelming for the most part. But yeah, I definitely am excited to see what else the DCU has in store.
Me too, because I trust James Gunn. But one last thing I want to say about the Superman film 2025 is people online complaining that Superman is too goofy, he's too kid friendly, saving squirrels and shit. I'm like, that's who Superman is. People complain about him wearing the outer underwear. That's who Superman without the outer underwear does not look right to me.
If you want to see the non-undie Superwear, read the New 52 Superman.
I don't like it. It looks off.
It looks weird.
It looks weird. I don't like it. He needs to have outer underwear because that's who he is.
Absolutely.
So I like him being like, oh, what the hey dude, just talking like that, being silly, being goofy, because that's who
him.
He is.
He's a Boy Scout.
He literally is. He literally is. So, basically, what it comes down to is a salty Zack Snyder fans who want their Man of Steel 2, but you're never getting it. No. I mean, I was disappointed too when Henry did not come back, because I like Henry Cavill as Superman. I really do. But growing up, I've had multiple different Batmans, multiple different Spider-Mans, multiple different. There's going to be another actor at some point in the future playing Superman.
Exactly.
So it's I'm used to this. Right. So I don't but I guess what it comes down to is in your brain, there's always going to be that one actor that is the character. Because for me and everyone I'm sure watching, Mark Hamill will always be the Joker. For me, Tobey Maguire will always be Spider-Man. For me, Henry Cavill will always be Superman. But I'm open to different actors. Freaking Hugh Jackman. Hugh Jackman will always be Wolverine, always. But I'm open to new cast.
Exactly. There's so much media out there.
Yeah.
Like animation, video games, those animated comic book films that used to come out back in the day, where it's just literally just reanimating comic books. They had different people play those characters.
Yeah.
Literal multiverses.
Yeah.
You know, you shouldn't just limit your options to just one thing. Granted, I do think whoever should play them should have understand what they're doing and not just doing it for the sake of a paycheck. Like they should understand what their character is going into it. Like that would be nice if
Yeah.
could. But I know majority of the time, it's a gig's a gig. But it would be nice that to like whenever you do play a character that of this significance in pop culture, that you treat it with the same respect that you have if you're doing like say like a Academy Award like shooting film or stuff like a artsy film kind of thing, because like characters like Superman are important to media. They are people that we aspire to be.
Oh yeah. When you think superhero, most people will automatically say Superman or Spider-Man or Batman, but I would say Superman honestly. And thank you for having me on here.
Thank you so much for appearing on the show, man. I appreciate
Fun.
you.
I can't guarantee I'll be back again, but this was fun.
Absolutely. So where can people find you?
You can find me on YouTube at MoChocolate9K. You can find me on TikTok, MoChocolate9K, MO Chocolate, the number 9, and then the letter K. I'm basically everywhere online as MoChocolate or MoChocolate9K. So thank you for having me. And
Absolutely.
be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and ring that bell for what's the name again?
The panels
Make sure to hold for edit. And make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and ring that bell for the Panel Zone. Let's go.
Yes.